So it's like he got sabotaged today. That's how it struck me, that they threw him in because they didn't want him to make any more splash and put any more heat on Stefanski. And he's coming off an oblique pull, and I don't know if it affected him today, but it's a desperate, dangerous situation in which he's got no shot, man. He's throwing to Sal freaking Cannella? What? That was the one ball he did. He was 3 out of 6, but he got sacked 5 times because he's hanging on the ball, trying to make a play, and nobody can separate. It looked like the Rams were playing some second teamers. That Engel kid is just guided missile, and it looked like they had more talent on the field than certainly Cleveland had in the offensive line and in the receiver core that was on the field with Shedeur. And he's waiting, and he's looking, and he's drifting, and I got it, and that's a knock on him in college. But you got to give him something to work with, because in his position as you could say the 5th string quarterback, I don't know, maybe he's the 6th string. I don't know what he is. And then then it comes down to a couple of minutes are left, and there's one last hurrah. They get the ball back, and Shedeur tries to go on the field, and Stefanski puts Tyler Huntley in place of him. And it completely humiliated Shedeur, who's turned to Stefanski like, you don't... What? It's just excruciating to watch what they're trying to do to Shedeur. Again, they're still trying to teach him a lesson. They sabotaged it. They rigged it against him today, putting him in with 3rd and 4th stringers, 5th stringers. Well, you got no shot at quarterback. Your best play is you might as well just hand it off and see if you can get 3 or 4 yards. Shedeur's not going to dump pass it today because he knows this is it. This is going to be his last shot, probably for the whole year as far as the Browns go. How's he going to get another shot? Flacco's going to start, and you know why Stefanski's starting him. He's 40 years old, but he's been there and done that. And Stefanski's just barely trying to hang on to his job, so you don't want to go with any kid quarterback. Pickett, I don't know, he's been hurt. I don't know but a lot of people thought he was going to start. And then they picked Dylan Gabriel, 50 slots ahead of Shedeur. What do you think they think of him? They love him. They're going to give him every shot to prove them right as a 3rd-round pick. Deshaun's still there. It was a disaster. $230 million guaranteed dollars by Jimmy Haslam, and I'm still convinced Haslam was the only reason they took Shedeur. He just wanted a little publicity splash, just something to take people's minds off the disaster that has been the Cleveland Browns. I do like their draft class because I love Shedeur. I love the linebacker from UCLA, and I love the sort of hybrid Shannon Sharp style tight end, that Fannin kid from Bowling Green. They got some nice young players. They'll be pretty good, but on Super Bowl odds, they're dead last. So I was trying to make the case, just Jimmy Haslam, just tell Stefanski, tell your GM, tell your whole staff, we're going to start Shedeur Sanders. Why not against Joe Burrow and company on opening day in Cleveland? He give you at least the team loves him. Did you see? After one terrible series, he got sacked on 3rd and long. It wound up, I don't know what it was, 3rd and 35. He goes to the sideline, went and sat down on the bench, hung his head for a second. David Njoku, who made a nice play in the first half, I guess from Flacco, goes over, and they cut away. But Njoku was going straight to Shedeur to say, keep your head up, man. It's okay. It's going to be okay. You'll find your place. You'll find your way in this league. Njoku loves him. Njoku's carrying on conversations with him in the first preseason game. That team would have lit up for Shedeur. He's a natural-born leader. He's just got that thing. He's got that it. The swagger is legit. It's not fake. It's not poser swagger. It's real. He's very good. He's just very good. He's very gifted. I mean, he was raised around superstars. That's the beauty of Shedeur Sanders. He's got it in his blood. He's got it in his genes. It's just shameful to watch. So how does this end? Well, I don't see how they're going to carry 4 quarterbacks. I don't see it. So I assume they're going to try to practice squad Shedeur. I assume that, unless I hope they cut him. Here's my point. Shedeur has to go elsewhere. The only way out of this, trust me on this, the only way free of this situation, free Shedeur from Cleveland, free him, is for either them to cut him or them to practice squad him, and some other team, somebody out there says, you know what, they look at the tape of the first preseason game and they say, look, we suck at quarterback. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know. You never know how teams are looking at their situation saying, God, I don't know. I could throw out names, but I truly, I'm just guessing. But there's always, it only takes one. There's always somebody out there who says, you know what? I think Shedeur can play. I think he's going to be something, and we need something to hang on to for the future. And they go sign him off the practice squad. Now, they're going to have to put him on there. You can only sign off the practice squad if you put him on your 53. It's going to happen like that. But let's see what happens Tuesday, Wednesday. If somebody jumps on Shedeur off Cleveland's practice squad, that would be the saving grace. That would be where somebody actually wanted him. This was just a publicity stunt by Jimmy Haslam, who forced a coaching staff and a front office staff who did not want Shedeur Sanders to try to do something with Shedeur Sanders. And then he showed them all up in the first preseason game when because of fateful injuries to everybody else, he got to play. And he lit it up and lit them up. He shamed the whole NFL. And it's on tape. You can go watch it. And maybe there's somebody somewhere who says, you know, maybe we should take a shot. Maybe he gets a shot. He's going to have to go somewhere where they actually opt to go get Shedeur because they want Shedeur on their 53-man roster. And then, heaven help him, it's just going to have to be fate,